Neri Zilber, who is in Tel Aviv, and he's a fellow at the Washington Institute for Near Policy. Thanks so much for joining us here on TRT World. First of all, we've been hearing from our correspondent the airstrikes and raids are continuing in Gaza. Are you expecting an escalation of tensions? Is there appetite?
I don't know if there's appetite, but the airstrikes, at least from the Israeli side, are meant to at least halt or dwindle the rocket fire that we've seen over the past 2 days emanating from Gaza. That's number one. And number two, it's very interesting that the airstrikes into Gaza and the rocket fire from Gaza into Israel, it's Islamic Jihad, Palestinian Islamic Jihad. So Israel has been at pains, they say, to target specifically Islamic Jihad, not Hamas, not other militant groups, as well as to try to avoid airstrikes in more densely populated areas and high-rise buildings to avoid greater collateral damage.
And how significant was the killing of the Islamic Jihad commander?
Well, it was very significant in terms of Israel actually taking the action, being proactive and taking the action. It's a man that they blame for a number of escalations over the past year, over a year, emanating from Gaza, really undermining stability in southern Israel. So it's a man that was on their agenda for quite some time, and by taking him out, at least, they hope to stop those types of attacks coming from Gaza. But more broadly, it's a message, I think, a wider message that Israel is willing to take these types of actions, something that the Netanyahu government has been very resistant to taking definitely over the past year and a half. So we've seen these types of mini escalations, these rounds of fighting blow up about for the past year and a half. It's usually been contained and restrained. This time you saw Israel actually taking the initiative. It's an open question whether Islamic Jihad and potentially Hamas in later today or in the coming days will escalate on their end.
And Neri, I want to ask you about the timing. How will this affect the formation of an Israeli government and also potential upcoming Palestinian elections?
Well, I don't think we should put much hope in Palestinian elections happening anytime soon, but that's, I think, a different story. In terms of the political timing here in Israel, that's a real question mark for many Israelis and for many analysts looking at it from the outside. Was there a political motive to it? The IDF, the Israeli military, and the other security services say absolutely not. The timing was operational, it was professional. But really it has had an impact even just over the past day and a half in terms of the coalition talks. As you mentioned, Blue and White, the opposition party, has come out very strongly in support of Netanyahu, strongly in support of this action that was taken yesterday. And really it might move Benny Gantz, which is Netanyahu's main challenger, closer to perhaps a unity government over the next coming weeks with Netanyahu, but really the bombs and the rockets have to stop before any clarity comes in terms of the domestic political implications of it.
All right. Neri Zilber, appreciate your time. Neri Zilber speaking there from Tel Aviv. Thank you.